So today we're picking back up in verse 28. And over the past couple of passages, we've seen Jesus in conversation with the Pharisees and the scribes and the Sadducees. And they're asking him questions, they're trying to trip him up, but some of them are genuinely curious. You gotta remember that some of these guys have been practicing Jews their whole life. They are familiar with the prophecies of Isaiah and Jeremiah. They are familiar with the messianic prophecies. They know that they should be waiting and expecting. So one of these guys, and I like to think he's well-intentioned based on what he asks Jesus, "Teacher, what is the greatest commandment?" And Jesus responds and he says, love the Lord with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. And the scribe agrees with him. And this kind of catches Jesus by surprise. And he's like, you're not far from the kingdom of heaven. You've got the right idea. And I wanted to touch on that this morning that, later on, Paul talks about how if we do all these cool things, we have all these spiritual gifts, but we have not love, we're like clanging cymbals. Jesus is making the same point, that loving your neighbor is the highest order.